Hello again, everyone, and a happy new year to you all. Hope you've had a lovely, lovely Christmas and enjoyed the festivities. Being after Christmas, I have the need for some of these thank you cards. So I thought I'd try something a little bit different today. I want to do the thank you and this little, I think it's a bit of pine really, in gilded, in gilding flakes. And I also thought I would like to do it kind of eclipse, but sort of maybe not. But the background of the eclipse bit, I want to have embossed. So I've just got some really old, regular embossing folders. This one's Cuttlebug. It's just a bunch of, it looks like rope that's just, you know, been kind of twirled around. This one's got lots of squiggles. I've got no idea what the make of that one is. And this one is a Sizzix, and again it's kind of swirly thing, so it's the sort of thing that it doesn't matter which way up round it goes. So one way I try to envisage what things will look like is to do this. Put it over the top so I can see through to see what sort of design there would be around it. So that's that one, quite like that one. It's this one. That one to me looks a trifle fussy. And then this one, let's have a look at this. Oh, and that's, oh, actually, that's not the size. This is the size. This is my panel. That's the actual card. Is this long enough? Just about. Let's see what this one will look like. It's just, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, aren't I? Right. Lovely, lovely messages for everybody. Thank you so much for all those messages, good wishes, thanks, and how much you've enjoyed the Gummy Pan advent calendar. One thing, my subscriber numbers are still fluctuating. They're going down as much as they're going up. And a lot of people have told me that they have been unknowingly unsubscribed from YouTube, from my channel. And when they have clicked again to subscribe, they've been unsubscribed again. I've tried to have a look on YouTube to see what, and they say closed accounts or spam accounts will be removed. I don't know what a closed account is, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what a spam account is. But if you could be diligent and just keep subscribing and just hope for the best that it will stay. It does make me very sad, to be honest, to think that people who want to be subscribed are unknowingly being unsubscribed. So anyway, let's have a look at this one. That might be quite nice. What was that first one? What do we think? I think I might have this one. The Sizzix one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to cut those things out of this panel. And then, this is going to be the tricky bit. I've got to keep the middle of the A and the middle of the O, because that needs to be embossed as well. So that's going to be a bit of, a bit of a tricky thing. Let's just see how we go. Let's just have a look. These have got to be in exactly the position that I want them. I think that looks kind of all right like that, don't you? Let's try it. Try not to move them. There we go. Right, now, let's just turn this over a minute. No, it's not working as I hoped. Never mind. We'll take this off. It's stuck. That's a bit, one of the bits I want. So let me just pry it off. Okay, I must have that middle of the A, and I need the middle of the O of U as well. Right. Let's take take this out. Oh, there's a tiny bit there that's got to go back in as well. Goodness me. I was messing about with glue this morning as well. I've got myself in a real sticky mess. And I'm going to be using some glue again in a minute for my gilding flakes. This bit needs to be put back in. So, take away those 3 bits are the bits I need to keep. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is I am going to put some low-tack tape on the back of this for the minute so that I can get those pieces in the right position. So here's my low-tack tape. It's going to go across there and it's going to go across there. Right, I don't think it's going to matter. It will do if I've got a crease in it, but I don't think it's going to matter that it will be embossed. I've got to put that back so that I get these pieces. Oh, I need that bit as well. That's this bit over here. Didn't think I needed that, but I do. This piece from between the T and the H. That needs to go in. There. Right, the bit of the A goes in there. Oh, there's another bit. Oh my goodness, I didn't count on all of this. The O of U, I've got to put the U in to get that in the right place, haven't I? There. Okay, that bit from there, got to put this in to get that in the right place. And I'm a bit missing. I didn't even think about it. I wonder where it is. That has got to go in there. I want to take these out. I need that bit. Oh, crikey, what does I do with this? The answer to that is to just cut one out of a bit of scrap, isn't it? It's not still in there. No, let me just cut one out of a bit of scrap. And then we just won't waste time. Oof. Okay. There it is. It's this bit. That bit there. Didn't even think about that one. Right, they're all in the right place. So now I can take out the things I don't want embossed, which are the letters. Dear me. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to emboss all of this. Right. That way up, I think I want it. So we'll put this in here and we will emboss it. Right. And to emboss, what do I use? Let's just see. Does this look... God, I'm trying to think of all the different sandwiches. Is this the one? Yes, that's it. Right. So that is now all embossed. Excellent. So I've finished with my embossing folder. And I'm just wondering what the best way about this to go about this is. I've got to get this to stick in there. But if I can take this off, I can take this low tack tape off and put some proper stuff on, I think. Those little bits will probably come off with it, but let's just see. Can I get it off? Here we go. Let's try. I can put them back in later. You see what I'm doing? Well, I'm getting this off, but this is not strong enough to hold the letters in full time. If I'd put the strong stuff in to start with, all where it had been would have been sticking to the inside of my plate. So I didn't want that. So let's just try and get this out carefully. I've never done this before. I just didn't kind of think of all the things that might go wrong. No, that's that bit. I can get that off there in a minute. Yeah, it's got a tiny bit of embossing on it. Brilliant. That's the other bit. That's from the A. I can get that off. Excellent. Oh, we're getting there. We are getting there. Right, that's got my bits on. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now let's just get this off here. Then I'll put some proper sticky tape onto this to stick the things back in. So we should be all right. Then we need to get on and do the gilding. Right, and I've got the O, the bit from the O there. Good. There was a bit of an anxious moment or two there, I have to say. Right, the next thing is to put some proper sticky tape across the back so that these first ones will be kept in place. So, right the way across. Got a bit too long. Some more. Make sure that's upright. Right the way across. Again, it's just a bit too long. Okay. And a piece for the U. Right. Right, now I'm going to put this first one back in. This is just going to be a kind of a base layer. Right. And the branch of pine. Oh, there's 2 bits there. There's a bit broken off. Let me put the bit into the O. Where's the U? There it is. Pop that in there. Put this in. It has got a little bit of embossing on it. And the other bits. It's a bit from the A. Here's the bit from between the A and the N. That's that bit. Got a tiny bit of embossing as well, and the bit from the T and the H is here. Put that in there. Now the bits from the, oh, here they are. Yes, both pieces are here. Good-o. That's that bit. And this, where is it? This is the other bit. Perfect. Right. That was a long time to get that done. But if I didn't take the letters out first, they wouldn't have sat neatly over the embossing. It would have been a bit lumpy and bumpy. So that's why I took that out first, in case anybody was kind of wondering what the method of my madness was. So let's get this gilding done now. Going to use my Nuvo glue. And this glue, when you're using it for gilding, needs to have a little bit of time just to allow it to go tacky. Because if you try and put gilding flakes on it, when you first put it onto the card, it's very slippery still, and the gilding flakes will be pushed around when you start to get your scoochie or whatever it is. There's my scoochie that I burnish it with. I also have a pair of bamboo tweezers. These don't obviously have any static, as you might find with some metal tweezers, but they will still stick to the gilding flakes if you get glue on them. So that's a bit of a thing to watch out for, really. So, have I got a piece of scrap? Right, here's a piece of scrap. And I think this is probably starting to get tacky. There's a bit there that still looks very wet. So if I put some on there and then start to try and burnish it, it might push off again. So I've got a couple of tubs out. This one is Copper Teal from Cosmic Shimmer, and this one is my Honeydew Crafts one that's got no label for shade, so I don't know what it is, but it's kind of pretty. But I have a fancy. I think I'll do everything. I was thinking I'll do this a different colour, but I'll do it all the same. I'll do it all. Oh, isn't that pretty? Just look. Just look. I might try and get a bit of greeny sort of the flakes for the leaf, come to think of it. Let me just start. There's some green one, greeny gold. Oh, there's all sorts there. And there's, as I've said several times before, the people have complained, oops, I'm breathing too heavily, complained about gilding flakes going everywhere. Well, I used to get in such a pickle with gilding flakes because I think I always used to put just too many onto the project, whatever it was. And because of that, when you start to rub, if a gilding flakes can find no spare glue to adhere to, they'll just rub off your piece of card. And so, you know, you can't. Oh, look at that one. Woo, look at that. Wow. That's a big piece. I don't know if I want a great big piece like this. Let's make it a bit smaller. They are beautiful now. Look at the colours. Look there. Of course, you can alter the colour of your gilding flakes if you've only got gold or silver or whatever. Once you've got them on your project and burnished, you can always add a bit of alcohol ink by way of marker or something like that. Let's try and just pick these bits up. Oh, it took me a long time to acknowledge everybody's messages, but oh gosh, did I enjoy reading them. Oh, it was lovely. To think I've got so many friends all over the world is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's pick that bit up. See if we can find a bit of glue for that. There we go. I think everybody will be having to do thank you cards soon, because of, you know, it's the one time when you do get lots. Look at the colours. Oh, wow, my word. Look at this. Can you see that bit there? That's where that very wet patch was. Can you see? Look. That's why you do need to leave your glue to go tacky before you add the gilding flakes. So don't whop them on straight away. Just look at the colours in. Can you see? Isn't that fabulous? My word. Lovely. That's beautiful. But you see, there's not a lot left here, is there? I will put all the dust back into the pot because when it gets down to the bottom, it will still stick to something. So let's just, there we go. And I'll just hoover up the rest with my little vacuum. If this wasn't silicone, that would have come straight up with the vacuum cleaner. But the silicone grabs everything. This is a silicone baking, it's what you, for a kitchen, I think, really. And I can't slide things off it. They just don't come. So I have to use some wet wipes or whatever to get things off the mat. But it comes. Right, now then, before I die cut my 3 things for my card, I am going to just use an anti-static brush over it, because if by chance there is any kind of glue still showing through, it means that the card won't stick to the die. That's come off the back of it, I think. Yeah, I need another bit of wet wipe here. That's the one thing about this mat. I bought it because it doesn't reflect the light in the camera, so, but it is very tricky to get all the bits off. Anyway, there we go. Looks like we're doing okay. Right, now I'm going to have to cut another couple of layers to build up my levels for my card, but I'll just cut out these first of all so we can have a look, see what they look like. There's my bottom plate. Now, where do we want this one? I was thinking I'd get a bit of green or something somewhere, but I don't think it matters really. Thank you. There we go. Put that there. Oops. My thank was moving. Okay. Try again. Okay. Right. There we go. I can't remember the make of this this die. Is it a Julie Hickey? I'm not sure. I'll have a look. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So lovely. I just want some more layers though, just to build it up just a trifle. So I'll cut another couple. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Whoa. There we go. Lovely. Right, let's just cut some more scrap. There's a bit. Here's one. don't know the make of this little bit of pine either. Let's do them again, and then we should be in business, just quickly assembling the rest of the card. I can't think of a way round of using the low tack and then the proper tape, because if I, as I say, if I put the proper stuff in the first time, it would have been stuck so hard I couldn't get all of it off, and the bit that showed through the die, the words of the die cut die, would have stuck to my cutting plate. So, right, now let's start putting on some of these here. I'm going to do it on the back of these, I think. Right. Can you see the dimension coming up straight away? That's 3 layers, and it's going to have the this one on the top. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Right, let's get these on. They're more difficult to align when you're putting them in rather than doing them in your hand. I could possibly have done all of this, you know, in my hand first, but there's the problem of getting the little tiddly bits in, so it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I guess. Right. Goodness me. I'm all thumbs. And this one. There we go. What happened to it? Oh, it's over here, good Lord. Don't know where things go to. Is that the one? It'll do, whatever it is. Things ping and just, you know, disappear into oblivion. Oh, there's one there as well. Was that the one? Goodness knows. Let's have we'll put an extra layer on if this was an extra. It may be the one I just cut out, trying to see if I thought it might do. I'll put an extra layer on. Why not? There we go. It's going to be a super duper one, this one. There we go, and the actual gilded one on the top. Whoops, there we go. They're so pretty. There we are. Now the U's. We're nearly there. I'm just going to have a bit of a clean up here. Okay. always these things, I think these things will take 5 minutes, and they seem to go on for hours. There we are. And the gilded one. Oh, I say, it's lovely, isn't it? Look at that. What a fabulous. Just wondering if I need, I'm just going to go around the edge. When you put something through an embossing folder, this was actually die cut, but because you put it through an embossing folder, it kind of flattens out the edges rather than being rounded. They look sort of like this, stark. So just go around the edge with an embossing tool just to round them down again. That's my idea anyway. So I don't know, it just looks less raw. The edge looks less raw. Right, I'm going to put some foam tape on the back. I don't know what to do with that foam tape. It just makes so much lovely dimension. Right. I did wonder, I was looking at it thinking to myself, do I want to put an edge around it? And I was thinking if I'd got more gilding, I could have put a bit of gilding flakes around the edge, but I don't think I will. So there we go. Yes, the reason I didn't put the thank you onto the totally embossed sheet was so that it would absolutely be, you know, within the card and nice and flat. So let's just do this and then we're done. This is for my son's mother-in-law. She bought, for Christmas, she bought me a lovely silk scarf and some Christmas decorations. And she bought my husband some whiskey, which is his favourite tipple. And so this is to say thank you to her. And I have several more to make. So we are done. First one of the new year. Thank you so much for joining me again. Do have a bit of fun. And thank you so much for watching.